Hello everyone, a big thank you to all of you who liked and subscribed my channel. As I promised, we are going to make that perfect butter cake today. Before we start, I will give you a brief idea of what a butter cake is. What is a butter cake? We can consider the butter cake as the foundation of all the cakes. It is versatile because we can completely change the flavor and appearance by adding different essences, colors, fillings, toppings, frostings and icings according to our requirement and desire. A few tips to remember before baking the cake. Using chemical raising agents without proper knowledge could ruin your cake by giving a bad taste, discolor your cake, and on top of that, it would risen and would lead the cake to collapse. Overbeating or underbeating would affect the quality of the cake as well. If you are using any essences like vanilla essence, you should use 2 teaspoons vanilla essence. If it is strong, reduce the amount. If it is any other essence, you should use quarter of a teaspoon. Use your senses to understand the quality of the essence and use accordingly. When you are about to start beating, preheat the oven so that at the end of the process, the oven would be heated to the correct moderate temperature. Ingredients needed for 1 kilogram of butter cake. Butter or margarine 250 grams. Butter is advisable. Granulated white sugar 250 grams. All-purpose flour 250 grams. Eggs 224 grams. Liquid milk 26 milliliters. Baking powder 4 grams. 1 level teaspoon is similar to 2 grams. So we have to take 2 teaspoons. If you are measuring from a spoon, it should be leveled and taken, not heaped. Today I am going to teach how to make a butter cake of 500 grams. Method. Step 1. Prepare your cake pan accordingly. Check rule number 4 on my first video. First of all, we have to line our cake pan with the oil paper. Now I have applied the butter and then lined the cake pan with the oil paper according to the size of the pan. Step number 2. Measure the ingredients. Now I have measured my butter, that is 125 grams. Eggs 112 grams. Milk 13 milliliters. All-purpose flour 125 grams. Granulated white sugar 125 grams. Granulated white sugar means this. They are not big, neither it's not too small. Baking powder, we have to measure and take 2 grams, 1 level TSP of baking powder for the 500 grams butter cake recipe that I am going to make today, and we have to add it to the flour. Step number 3. Sieving the flour. After adding the baking powder into the flour, you should sieve it for 3 times and not more than that. Once the flour is sieved, you have to close it and keep it aside until you need it. Step number 4. Beat in the sugar and the butter. The consistency of butter is like this. You can easily take it to the spoon without it being hard or melted. Then you should add the butter to the mixing bowl along with the sugar. Beating the mixture would take around 15 minutes. Then the color would change from this to this. You can use your sensors at this point to identify whether 75% of the sugar has been dissolved or not. This can be done by using your touch, a finger test. Now the noise is coming. So that means sugar granules are still there. And the color. color and consistency. Step number 5. Adding the eggs to the mixture. Divide the eggs into 3 portions and add 1 portion at a time and beat it for around 1 minute in medium speed, 15 slow rounds. Repeat the process for the other 2 portions as well. Once it's done, you can check it with the finger test whether the granules are completely dissolved. If not, you should beat the mixture for another 5 times. Once the mixture is completely mixed, it should look like this. Step number 6. Adding the flour and milk. The flour should be divided into 3 portions and the milk should be divided into 2 portions. Then 1 portion of flour should be added to the mixture. Then you should mix it a little with the beater before switching it on. And then beat it only for 2 rounds in a very slow manner with a minimum speed. Then you should give a support with the spatula to bring the mixture together. Afterwards, add 1 portion of the milk and mix 1 time and repeat the process for the second round. By the third round, there would be only flour to be mixed into the batter. Then the batter would look like this. After that, you should do this to the end process. Step number 7. Put in the batter into the prepared pan. You should put the batter into the middle of the pan and then make it even. This is the proper consistency. Then tap the cake pan for 3 times onto the table in order to release the air bubbles. Now it should straight away go into the middle rack of the oven. As you can see, this is the outcome of the cake. It has come to the height of the pan, and now after leaving the cake to cool for around 5 to 10 minutes, you should turn the cake into the cooling rack to completely let it cool. Now I am going to cut the cake. You can see the texture of the cake and the crumbs have been formed evenly. That is because of the correct temperature of the ingredients, beating style, right amount of baking powder, and the pan to oven temperature. Thank you for watching my second video. For anyone who has not subscribed, subscribe so that you would know when I post my next episode. Please like and share. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. If you have any doubts or questions, comment below. For my next episode, I'm going to teach you my heavenly rich chocolate cake.